The Festival of Lights is all about family, togetherness, and new beginnings. And this year, Priyanka Chopra Jonas and Nick Jonas celebrated Diwali in the most heartwarming way possible. The couple hosted a cozy, intimate celebration at their New York home, surrounded by close family members and a few trusted friends. Priyanka, who has always been deeply connected to her Indian roots, made sure that every corner of their home reflected the beauty and warmth of the festival. From marigold flowers and rangoli designs to the soft glow of diyas, their house was transformed into a little piece of India right in the heart of New York City. The highlight of the evening was the beautiful Lakshmi Puja, performed by Priyanka and Nick together, along with their daughter, Malti Marie. It was a moment filled with love, faith, and meaning. Priyanka looked absolutely radiant in a golden silk sari, while Nick wore an elegant cream-colored kurta with traditional embroidery. Malti stole everyone's hearts in her tiny lehenga, complete with bangles and a small bindi, a perfect little Desi princess. Before the puja began, Priyanka was seen helping Malti paint diyas. The mother-daughter duo sat on the floor, surrounded by colors, giggling as they decorated the small clay lamps. It was such a beautiful moment, a reminder that even though Priyanka now lives abroad, she's passing on the essence of Indian traditions to her daughter. When the puja started, the atmosphere was calm and spiritual. The priest guided the family through the rituals, while the fragrance of incense filled the air. Priyanka held Malti in her arms, while Nick folded his hands respectfully. As they lit the diyas together, the warm golden light reflected on their faces, symbolizing prosperity and happiness. Nick, who has been celebrating Indian festivals ever since he married Priyanka, seemed completely at ease with every step of the ceremony. Over the years, he's embraced these traditions wholeheartedly, from Holi to Karva Chauth and now Diwali, showing how love can truly bridge cultures. After the puja, the couple performed a small arti, moving a plate in circular motions in front of the goddess Lakshmi. Priyanka softly chanted prayers while Malti watched curiously, clapping her little hands and smiling. The sight was both adorable and deeply touching, a global family keeping Indian traditions alive with pride and joy. Once the rituals were complete, it was time for celebration. Friends and family joined the couple for a festive dinner that blended both Indian and Western flavors. There were traditional Indian sweets like laddus and gulab jamun, alongside American favorites like cheesecakes and apple tarts. It was a fusion menu that reflected exactly who they are, a beautiful mix of East and West. The decor was elegant yet simple. Strings of fairy lights, fresh flowers, brass lamps, and candles filled the room with warmth. The sound of laughter and soft music created a peaceful yet joyful atmosphere. Nick was even spotted playing a few tunes on his guitar later in the night, while Priyanka hummed along, a perfect example of their effortless chemistry. Guests shared heartfelt conversations, stories of past Diwalis, and wishes for a bright year ahead. Everyone present could feel how personal and meaningful the celebration was, not a grand, showy event, but a genuine family gathering full of love. At one point, Priyanka took to social media to share glimpses from the evening. The pictures showed her performing the puja, lighting diyas, and posing with Nick and Malti. Fans were quick to flood her posts with love and admiration. Many wrote about how inspiring it was to see her staying connected to her heritage while living in another country. One fan commented, "This is the real Priyanka we adore, global yet grounded," while another wrote, "She's teaching her daughter what Indian culture truly means." Nick too received immense praise for embracing Priyanka's traditions with so much sincerity and love. This isn't the first time the couple has celebrated Diwali together. In past years, They've hosted lavish parties in Los Angeles and attended grand events in London. But this year's Diwali felt different, quieter, closer to home, and centered on family. It showed how their priorities have shifted since becoming parents. Priyanka has often said that festivals like Diwali remind her of her childhood in India, the joy of lighting diyas with her parents, decorating the house, and sharing sweets with neighbors. She wants Malti to grow up with the same sense of belonging and joy. "No matter where we are, I want my daughter to know where she comes from," Priyanka once said in an interview. Nick, on his part, has always expressed admiration for Indian festivals. He once mentioned that he finds them full of positivity and community spirit. "It's about bringing people together," he said, "and that's something I've come to love." His genuine effort to participate in every ritual shows how much he respects Priyanka's culture, something that fans around the world deeply appreciate. After dinner, the family moved to their terrace to light a few sparklers, taking in the city skyline. The view of New York illuminated with lights and fireworks in the distance added to the festive feel. Priyanka held Malti in her arms while Nick stood beside them, his hand resting gently on her shoulder. It was a picture of togetherness, a perfect ending to a beautiful evening. As the night came to a close, the family lit one last diya together. Priyanka whispered a small prayer for love, peace, and prosperity, while Nick and Malti watched with smiles. The glow of that diya reflected not just on their faces, but in their hearts, reminding everyone that true celebration is about love, not luxury. When she later thanked her fans for their warm wishes, Priyanka wrote that Diwali is always a special time for her, a moment to pause, reflect, and be grateful. She added that celebrating it with her family makes it even more meaningful. Her message resonated deeply with millions of fans across the world who see her as an inspiration, a woman who has achieved global fame yet never lost touch with her identity. Her Diwali celebration this year proved that no matter how far one travels, the traditions you carry in your heart always find their way home. And as always, Priyanka and Nick's story continues to show the beauty of two worlds coming together, of love that goes beyond cultures and borders. Their Diwali celebration wasn't just a festival, it was a reminder that light shines brightest when shared with the ones we love.